What's up, guys? Welcome back to Car Studio. It has been a very long time. I think it's been coming up on 1 year since I posted a video, and that was just me driving the E30 around, a point of view style video. And before that, it was almost a year before that, I was working on my 335, the blue two-door, six-speed manual car that I did turbos and stuff on, which I never documented the rest of that build. And it's probably too late now because I sold the car. But I am back, and I'm back on a regular schedule, and I just wanted to make this video and talk about what I've been doing for the past almost 2 years, basically. You know, I regret not doing more the last 2 years because it makes me wonder where the channel would be now. It definitely would be a lot bigger. And the sad thing is I've not slowed down at all. I'm always doing cool stuff, working on stuff, buying and selling cars, figuring out things about cars on my own that really I should document and put out there for people on YouTube to find out. I had one of those occurrences today, actually, with the radiator I installed. I might make a video on that, actually. But, you know, we can't live in the past. I'm here to say that I'm back and I'm going to do regular uploads. I have a lot of free time in the winter time. It's my off season. But in the summertime and spring, I'm so busy. If you're new to the channel, I teach collision repair at a technical school, so that keeps me busy 5 days of the week. I do have summers off. However, I have a landscape business, so I'm very busy with that. And I'm always working. I'm always doing something. If it's not on a vehicle, I'm doing, you know, some general contracting work. I'm building retaining walls. I'm doing, you know, dirt work with and, you know, I stay so busy with that it leaves little time for my family. So even making just a short 10-15 minute video on YouTube, it takes hours of my time. And really, for the past year or two, I've just been living, man. In the words of Matthew McConaughey, you just got to keep living, man. And that's what I've been doing. I've been out on my boat. I've been riding jet skis. I've been hanging out with friends. I've been doing family stuff, vacations. Like I mentioned earlier, I work all the time. And like I said, I haven't slowed down. A large part of me not recording things is the time it takes. You know, carrying this camera around, setting it up. You know, it's if I have a small amount of time to fix a car that I'm selling, or I'm excited for some new parts I got, it's hard for me to take the time, make sure my camera's charged, and setting it up and, you know, documenting everything, and it just slows everything down. And sometimes I have very little time, or I'm just really pumped to get something done or get a car on the road that I got, that I just don't take the time to do this. And like I said, I've got more free time this winter. I'm going to get back into it, see how it goes. Working on this. This is my most recent project. There's a couple of videos already of this, and there's many more to come. Be updating regularly on this. Hopefully 2-3 videos a week, because we're doing a full frame and bagging this truck, stock floor body drop, along with other things. And I'm sure you guys probably have seen this by now, but this is my 93 Isuzu pickup truck that I traded a shotgun for. And I wanted a cool winter project that would bring some traction to the channel and give me something to do in the evenings when I'd otherwise just be sitting here at the house. Over here, we have my purchase from last year. This is a 2024 Polaris XP1000 Razor. This is the non-turbo version, but this is the first year of the new design. Literally every single part on this is different from previous model Razors. Like, nothing is the same. The belt for this is not the same. The ball joints, the suspension, nothing is the same as the old Razors. And I thought that was a good thing. However, it makes getting parts for it really tough. I'm going to make a video on this, doing a 1 year ownership review. And, you know, I mentioned in my last video, spoiler alert, this thing sucks. I mean, as far as like its performance and driving and its handling off-road, it's awesome, don't get me wrong. And it's never left me stranded. However, it hasn't been the most reliable, and I bought this brand new thinking that I wouldn't have to work on it. I've got a 3-year factory warranty with it, but that's not been the case. I still work on this thing. Otherwise, it'll sit for weeks at the dealership if they covered under warranty. But this Razor I've already put a ton of money into with mods, and like I said, I will do another video on it, you know, going over everything I've done. But as you can see, it's already got a ton of stuff, and it's a pretty cool buggy. All right guys, here at the shop I can show you some of the new toys that I have and update you on previous projects such as the E30 and also new projects. So first, let's give you an update on the E30. I think last video that I posted on this was me replacing a head gasket on the last engine that I built. And that head gasket, it didn't go out in a blaze of glory like the last one. However, it did start leaking within 200 miles. And I will show you right now that cylinder 6 on both head gaskets failed. So I believe there is an issue with the cylinder head. Probably warped the first time the head gasket blew, because I did everything right. And the original head gasket I put in this car, I used the same one, same head bolts, and it lasted, you know, thousands of miles and a lot of abuse. But right now this car, I pulled the head off of it to you know, have checked, and you know, the block, everything's in good shape still. So hopefully just get the head decked and a new head gasket and put this back together, and it should be good to go for a long time. So that's where this car is right now. This E30 I don't think's ever been on the channel. I actually ended up just selling it. Bought this one for parts and ended up running, and me and my students turned it into a pickup truck. This is the back of a Dodge cab, a Dodge Dakota cab, and it's just like a Ute build. We made a lift kit for it, and it has 30-inch tires, and it's obviously not finished and in a, you know, in some disarray right now, but the new owner plans on finishing it, so hopefully he does. This other car, this was supposed to be a project for the channel that I was going to put air ride on. I've always had a soft spot for these old Mercedes. It's what I grew up in when I was a baby. My dad had one of these, but a diesel. That's what we rode around in. Bought this one. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. You know, at first glance, the door's locked, I guess. But you know, the interior's in excellent shape. However, the floor pans are not. It's very rusty underneath. And once I put it on the lift and saw how bad it was underneath, I just decided to sell it. So this car is actually sold. I sold it over a month ago to a guy in Maryland on Facebook. He already paid me. I sent him the title by mail, and I have not heard from him since. And it needs towed out of here, so I need to contact him. So let's stick with projects right now, and then I'll show you my new toys. So the next project I'm working on, this is for a friend of mine actually. This is a sweet BMW 2002. I'm not sure of the year. I think it is, I can't see on the VIN plate, but I think it's probably early 70s, late 60s. If it's early 70s, it's got Euro bumpers on it. It doesn't have the big diving board bumpers, but he just had this car painted, and we're gonna do lowering springs on it. Interior on it's really nice. This had the original M10 4-speed manual when it came in here. It did run and drive, but I am swapping in an M42 for him, and this is a pretty interesting build actually, because what we're doing is swapping it to carbureted. So I have a whole ignition system for it. I have those dual side draft carburetors, and we have, you know, the 5-speed transmission that came with it. What I'm waiting on right now to install this is an oil pan, because as you see here, that is a rear sump oil pan, and for this M42 to fit in this 2002, it needs a front sump oil pan. You can see this. This is hitting the cross member. Much like an M50 swap on an E30, we need a front sump, and the only cars that an M42 came in with a front sump oil pan was a 90, 91, and 92 E30 318i. So I ordered one. It'll be here soon. It's got an upper oil pan and a lower oil pan, and I will probably make some videos on this car once
I get the engine in it, and I'll probably take it to my house to finish the wiring and stuff, but this car is really awesome. It's in great condition. It was in good condition before he had it painted, but the guy who painted did a really good job, and you know, we are here to motor swap it and put lowering springs on it. Now on to new vehicles and toys. So this is, I mentioned it I think in one of my videos, 93 650SX Kawasaki. It is a stand-up ski, and got this one off the original owner. It's been in storage for 20 years. If you're interested in seeing a video about this, about how I got it, I will be more than happy to show you that. But this thing has like maybe 12 hours on it. It is in excellent condition. It runs perfect. It would fire up right now, and it's been sitting here for a few months now that summer's over. And you can actually see the registration on it. Says 2005, and here in West Virginia those last for 3 years, so it's likely that that was bought in 2002 or registered in 2002 and it expired in 05, so it could have been sitting for more than 20 years. Next thing is a 1987 Kawasaki X2. If you are not familiar with these, it's technically a sit-down jet ski. It was Kawasaki's first one, I believe. However, it handles like a stand-up ski. And I just redid this one. Nothing on the exterior. It was in really good shape when I got it. But the engine was pretty rough, and so was the bilge area. But it's in really good shape. It's dusty right now. But the seat's in good shape. All the rubber and jet mat's really nice. I put a finger throttle on it. The graphics are sweet, period correct, nostalgic. This ski is in really good shape, and I will pop this open and show you what I did. So I pulled the engine and everything out from the bilge, painted the bilge, rebuilt the engine, and did a couple simple mods to it. And it's very clean in here now, and it runs pretty good. I've only had it on the water once. It still needs some tuning. But let me know in the comments if you want to see more on these two stand-up skis. I rode the heck out of that one towards the end of summer. I probably put, if I were to guess, 5 hours on it myself. And these skis are so much fun. If you've never rode a stand-up, they're pretty reasonably priced. They're not expensive, and they are super fun. And they're fun to work on too. So this is my 2014 F250 King Ranch Power Stroke. It has a 6.7 Power Stroke in it. It is tuned and deleted and has a lift pump and full exhaust. And it is a really awesome truck. It pulls my boat so well. It's probably the best running diesel and fastest, most powerful diesel I've owned. And I've owned quite a bit of diesel. It's in excellent shape, no rust or anything. And I actually have some 24 by 14 inch wheels on 37s for it that I just took off to put my stock wheels on. This truck, they drive so nice, very comfortable. Like I said, tons of power, very plush interior, heated and cooled seats, backup camera, all the amenities you would want, parking sensors. Really awesome truck. This right here, it's not really a project, just a car I got to resell. I traded a 2014 F30 for it, 328i, that was wrecked, and I've got this one fixed up. It's ready, so I brought it here to replace the radiator. And this one, it's a pretty fun car, not really my cup of tea, but it is a 6-speed manual, and it's a 128i. So basically like a modern day E30 convertible, and it's a manual too, so that helps. Also, just got a brand new car trailer about 2-3 months ago, so it's going to help us when we go pick up new projects and buy and sell cars.
So that's pretty much it for the garage update. There are a couple cars I did not show you in this video. They are not with me at the moment. I have still my 2004 BMW 5 Series that has, at this point, really close to 270,000 miles, and it still runs and drives, and everything in it works. And I have driven it a little bit in the past year, not much. And I also have a 2015 BMW 3 Series, F30 car. But yeah, everything is going well. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you want to see on the channel, and we'll do some videos on that. For right now, most of what you're going to be seeing is this. I do have another video coming out on a one-year review on this, as I mentioned earlier. But this right here is my priority. I want to get this thing laid out here in the next few weeks and on air ride, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah, so just to recap, we've got the boat. We have 3 stand-up jet skis. We have the Razor. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 BMWs currently. We have my Power Stroke, and you know, whatever car I'm flipping at the time. Every week, you know, I could have different cars. So let me know what you guys want to see. And like I said, I'm going to be on it this time. I've said that multiple times over the years on this channel, but I'm really feeling it this time. I want to keep pushing out content and building cool stuff. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up, fun builds, and yeah, I'm really pumped for it. So thanks for watching, guys.